table to officer's chair, a mother's dream and her son's journey. Once there was a boy whose mother lovingly supported his education, hoping he would one day become a respected officer. She devoted her time and energy to his studies, making sure he stayed on the right path. As the boy moved up to grade 5, his mother's dedication remained as strong as ever. She continued to set aside her household duties, spending hours guiding him through his lessons. Her commitment never wavered, and she made sure that her son stayed on the right path. By the time he reached grade 10, the boy had developed more self-reliance and managed his studies independently at his study table. He dedicated himself to studying all by himself, without any assistance from his mother. He worked very hard and put in his best effort to succeed in his studies. Yet, as time passed, distractions started creeping into his life. At first, the boy managed to ignore the distractions from his friends and the temptation of social media. He stayed focused on his books, determined to fulfill his mother's dream. But gradually, he started paying more attention to his phone, and his studies began to suffer. He found himself spending more time on social media, and his concentration waned. The situation worsened when he became infatuated with a girl he met online. He became deeply involved in a relationship with her, dedicating himself to their love and spending all his time on the phone with her. His focus shifted away further from his studies, and he became even more distracted. However, he became more focused on someone else and started neglecting his studies, forgetting about the love and support his mother had always given him. As the distraction grew, the boy's grades began to drop. He found it harder to concentrate on his books, and his academic performance suffered. One day, while he was busy studying, a friend came over to visit him, and his friends introduced him to alcohol and drugs. One day, while he was busy studying, a friend came over to visit him, and his friends introduced him to alcohol and drugs. He began indulging in drugs and alcohol for personal pleasure, neglecting his studies in the process, further pulling him away from his studies. He started drinking alcohol, and soon he spent more time enjoying with his friends rather than focusing on his studies. him from his studies, but he enjoyed their company so much that he completely abandoned his studies to spend time with them. Eventually, when his friends moved on and left him, he felt a deep sense of failure and regret. He realized that he had lost all his concentration and had hurt himself by making poor choices. But at that point, there was nothing he could do to change what had happened. The boy felt lost, unable to find the motivation he once had. He realized that he was straying far from the path his mother had worked so hard to keep him on. Again, and he felt lost. In his frustration, he prayed to God for help. With tears in his eyes, he asked for the strength to break free from his distraction and refocus on his studies. God heard his cries and answered his heartfelt prayer. God removed all the change of unhealthy relationships, addictions, negative influences, and the distraction of his phone. And the boy found a new clarity. He pushed aside the distraction and committed himself fully to his studies. Determined to turn things around, he decided to start studying again. He put all his effort into his studies, fully concentrating and doing his best. On his studies and tried to forget about the bad decisions he had made in the past. He pushed aside the distractions and committed himself fully to his studies. Determined to turn things around, he decided to start studying again. He put all his efforts into his studies, fully concentrating and doing his best. He focused on his studies and tried to forget about all the bad decisions he had made in the past. His hard work paid off. He succeeded in his exams and became an army officer. He had a guard and began working in an office. Enjoying a life of comfort and luxury, fulfilling both his mother's dream and his own potential. From this story, we learned that the time you dedicated to your study table can shape your future and lead you to success. How are you spending your time? Are you investing in your studies, or are you letting distractions take over? Choose your study table today, and you will pave the way to your officer's desk tomorrow.